staying on the top 5 trend. I love these so much. Okay, staying on the top 5 trend. Here are my top 5, like, I guess, like, non-negotiables or things that I just, like, won't budge on in life. Number 1, some of the closest people in my life might disagree with me on this. Most of the closest people in my life, I have like 5 close people in my life, and I would say 4 of the 5 would disagree with this, but eating food right when it arrives, right when it's ready, like I need it hot. I need the food piping hot, or like I can't eat it. I don't know if that's just because I gotten spoiled with like Moses cooking like really hot food and he aligns with this, or he's just like, you need to start eating it now. Like it's not like wait till everyone's seated. It's like once it's served, start eating it now. So I feel like that's just kind of like ingrained in me too, but like I have to agree with it. Like I never liked getting fast food and like driving home with it. Like I need to sit in that parking lot and like eat it right away. That's why I like hibachi so much. It's like fresh. It's like here, start eating. But like I said, 4 of the 5 of my closest friends, you know who you are. One even related to me can literally like have food sit for an hour. We order food. I'll be, okay, we'll just get to it when we're done. And I was like, no, we need to pause. We need to stop. We need to order it now. My sister, I'm just gonna call her out. My sister can eat pizza that's like left out overnight. I guess pizza's like a little different, but like other things too. And it's just like, how? Like we're eating this right now, right when it arrives. Okay. Number 2, rounding up for charity. Obviously, this is a little bit more of a luxury, so I do not judge if you can't, but I feel for me, since I have been like financially blessed my whole life, even if I've been done with my money, like I have been financially blessed. Obviously I like hustle and like I work hard for it. So like I'm just like giving money or something like that. But I do feel like because I've gotten money like coming in, I like to give out. The first thing that comes to mind is like when I order Domino's, there's always like a roundup for St. Jude's. Absolutely. At the grocery store, roundup for yes, because it's simple. It's usually like 70 cents to round up, or you can round up $5 on like Domino's or something like that. Like, and if you can, I think it's a beautiful thing, and it's helping someone somewhere. And I feel that's good for them. It's good for you. It's good for the synergy of the human race to help each other out. Number 3 is Crocs. I love Crocs. I love Crocs forever and ever and ever. I wear them at meet and greets. I wear them when I travel. I have bling Crocs for a fancy occasion. I wear them on the daily. They're great for a wide foot. You slip them in, you slip them off. My back feels great. My knees feel supported. My knees feel supported. I love Crocs. And if you're like, Crocs are ugly, why are you wearing your Crocs? We can't be friends. Number 4, tipping in general. Like obviously tipping culture gets a little crazy. Like tipping is just everywhere. It's like tip, 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 tip. And I will tip everywhere. Like if there's a tip option, I'm tipping, even if it's like, that doesn't make sense. Because a lot of times too, they'll be like, you can just push 0. I'm like, no. If there's a tip option, I will tip. Because again, I just feel also just like karmatically giving and receiving. You give, you receive. That's how like the flow of life works in my mind, in my energy mind. But so specifically, food delivery drivers, Postmates, DoorDash. I've seen so many compilations where people do not tip their food delivery service person. And I love the food delivery people's reactions. Like, if you can't tip, don't order food. I'd go as far to even say, I don't mind the ones that are like, hey, you didn't tip. They shake the food around in the bed. Like, they're so right. If you can't afford the delivery driver tip, like go pick up the food yourself. Because it is a luxury, and I get it. There is like fees upon fees. Like DoorDash has a fee, and there's a fee there, and there's a tip, and there's the taxes, and there's the processing fee. But that's not the driver's fault. The driver's isn't the CEO of Postmates. You know what I mean? They solely work on tips to the point where even if I'm getting like, if I'm ordering like drinks from Starbucks or something like for early morning glam, right? And it's like, okay, a percentage of that is like $5. Like I'll always tip up like $15. Again, I know that's like more of a luxury, but food delivery is a luxury. And I feel like, yeah, if you can't afford to tip, because those people, I would see the reactions on TikTok, the compilations, the people who will say like, hey, next time tip, like this is how I feed my family. And I like, that hits hard too, right? It's like you were able to order $50 worth of food off of here, but you can't tip at least 5, should be 10, 20, you know, like, cause that is how they're also, we're all, you know what I mean? Like they're also struggling. And even if they're not struggling, Tips are tips. They did a service. Anyways, I just always, 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 like, there will never be a story time of me being a bad tipper ever in my longevity of life, because I myself, before anyone's like, out of touch Trish, like, I have always worked jobs based on tipping. Whether I was on Hollywood Boulevard taking pictures dressed as Supergirl, to other jobs that require tipping. I've been a server. Other jobs that may not be deemed respectable by society based on tipping. Like, I've always worked on tips. My mom, my sister, career bartenders, like, we're all tippers. We're all tipping people. We've all worked on tips. So we know the value and importance of tips and how great it is when you get a good tip. So there's one thing that will never be said about me. There's a lot that can be said about me. One thing that can never be said is that I'm a bad tipper. And I think if you're able to tip generously, and if I was never able to tip generously, like, even when I go to hotels, I tip the housekeepers. I don't know. I feel like housekeepers, especially at hotels, see a lot of, and now that I have kids especially too, like, sometimes we try to clean up as best as we can, but if there's crumbs on the floor, if there's, I'm definitely tipping. But I've always tipped housekeepers because the stuff that they see and do, like, they're amazing, and I just tip where I can. Okay. And then number 5, I had a good number 5, meditating. That's what I'm about to go do now. Absolutely, I need to meditate every single day. It is a necessity for me. I'm about a year postpartum. For me, I feel like I don't even know when postpartum ends for me. I've kind of just been pregnant back to back to back, which can be scary. We've seen now in the news effects of some really extreme PPP, right? And obviously mine is mild in comparison, but I can still recognize the signs. They say it can take up to 18 months to 2 years postpartum before you feel back to, like, normal. So I think I'm still getting back to normal. And it's different. It's varied with Elvis. I don't feel like I had any. Malibu was more extreme. Aquaman was a little more subtle, but it's because I've also noticed what I needed to do. And meditation, even before I had kids, even when I was just, diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, like, I really took meditation seriously. I feel like that's really how it started on my, like, healing journey, was being able to just sit in silence for, like, me and my truth, we sit in silence. Do you think she meant meditation? I don't know. But I love to just sit, not even with my truth. I love to just sit in silence, because it's like, what am I thinking? Are these real thoughts? Like, I don't have to think about any of that when I'm in silence. It just kind of comes to me. There's a peace that comes over me. I feel like answers start flowing through me throughout the day when I just start in silence. It's just kind of like, universe, I'm just going to sit here with you. Not asking for anything, not thinking about anything, not overthinking anything, not underthinking. I'm just not even thinking. Just, here I am, universe. We're just in silence, because, wow, that's very peaceful. There's no thoughts in this head. This is wonderful. We're chilling. Thank you, universe. This was great. Love this. If I can do that for, like, at least 10 minutes, non-negotiable. If I can do it for 30 minutes, great. If I have an hour to sit in silence, which hasn't been in a while, but if I have an hour to sit in silence, when I travel, touring and all that stuff like that, I sit in silence for an hour, because it does wonders for me. It's called different things in different religions: meditation, breathing, in like therapy for DBT. It's like wise mind. All that stuff is it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's important to me. Here are my 5 non-negotiables. What are yours? Let me know below. I also don't judge anyone for anything, because I've been in every place, in every situation of life. So whether you do it, don't do it, I don't know. These things help me. They make me feel good. And I hope it's contributing something to society. Okay. Love you guys.